Okay, we started working on our colonies, compare and contrast paragraphs last week. We got our drafts done, our graphic organizers done. Today I want to introduce you to the Paragraph Express. This is going to be our new system for writing paragraphs. What have we used up until now? What graphic organizer?
I forgot what
Sarah? Paragraph Builder. We used the Paragraph Builder, which was a topic sentence and then 3 details and then a conclusion or a clincher. We've got those things, but we're adding on. Okay, we're going from a very basic paragraph with simple sentences to something more complex. So we are evolving our writing to make it better, to make it more comprehensive. For the next 9 weeks, we'll be using the Paragraph Express. So, you don't have to draw a train. This is just a visual that's going to help you remember what it is that we need. So the first thing we need in our Paragraph Express is a what? Topic sentence. Nope. A topic sentence. And then?
Detail 1.
What happens to detail 1? Can you see that? It has 3 sentences in detail 1. So detail 1 is going to be your main statement, and then you're going to give 2 supporting statements. These are your detail sentences. Your lead-off sentence. So detail 1 lead-off sentence is going to be detail 1, and then you've got follow-up sentence and follow-up sentence. Let's take a look at our text and find an example. Okay? We are comparing the New England colonies with the Southern colonies. So go ahead, in your big text box, tell me one sentence that would work as our topic sentence as we compare the 2 groups of colonies. What would be a good topic sentence, Eliana? What, honey? A little louder. Okay, how about, here are some ways in which the New England colonies and the Southern colonies are alike. Okay, that's a good topic sentence. You can make it your own. It doesn't have to be this one. Yes, Skylar? Okay, I was going to go down the list if we read the text. Can we do that? And then if I miss anything, you let me know which one I missed. The very first sentence in both passages says, by the year 1733, the English had established 13 colonies along the east coast of what is now the United States. So we've got the United States, all right, and this is the east coast, this is the Atlantic Ocean, and we've got 13 colonies along the east coast. So it's by the year 1733. Does that mean that 13 colonies were established the year 1733?
No.
No, it says by the year. When did we start colonizing the east coast? Who remembers? In the 1600s. 1600s, when did the Pilgrims land?
1620.
1620, the Pilgrims landed. So from the 1600s to 1733, 13 colonies were formed. Okay? So is it okay to say that the New England colonies and the Southern colonies were both part of the original 13 colonies? Yes. Is it safe to say that the New England colonies and the Southern colonies were all formed in 1733?
No.
No, because we started settling in the 1600s.
You could say by 1730.
Okay, so they were, well, The 13 colonies were settled by 1733, but if Massachusetts was settled in years before that, it didn't take all that time to settle. Okay? So, everyone clear on that first sentence? That's a tough one. A lot of you missed that. So, our detail number 1 is New England colonies and the southern colonies were all part of the original 13 British colonies. So that's my lead sentence, my lead-off sentence. That's what the next 3 sentences will be about. So what can you tell me from the text that can be a supporting detail, a follow-up sentence to this? If I tell you the New England colonies and the southern colonies were all part of the original 13 British colonies, now what can you tell me? What was yours?
By 1730.
We're going to make this a follow-up sentence. By 1733, all of these colonies had been settled, right? Do y'all see how this supports this? And we pulled it right from the text. Do we have any other follow-up sentences? Take a quick look at that text and tell me if you have any more follow-up sentences for that one detail. Tyler?
I just have a question. Are we writing this down?
You're going to write it down in just a minute. I'm going to go over this for the first car of our train. How many cars do we have?
3.
And how many details do you have? You should have 3. In your big text box, you should have 3 things that are alike between the both regions and 3 things that are different. We're going to take each one of your comparison sentences and we're going to add on follow-up sentences so that your paragraph is going to go from 5 sentences to how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and your clincher 9 sentences. We're going from 5 to 9. Okay? Do y'all see what we're doing here? Do we have any other follow-up sentences? What can we say about these colonies? Who ruled them up until the Revolutionary War? Celia? Good. So your follow-up sentence, and do they have that in common? Do they all get ruled by Britain? Yes, they do. Follow-up sentence. All of these colonies were ruled by Britain. Up until when? Good. Up until the Revolutionary War. Okay. Does that follow-up sentence reinforce our first detail sentence? Okay. This is our first card. I want you to get a sheet of paper out in just a minute. Copy this down. This is going to be your first train car. Then move on to the second one. Look at your next detail, which for me, my next detail is that all of these colonies settled due to religious reasons. There you go. These regions were established by the Puritans and the Catholics and the Pilgrims seeking religious freedom. So that'll be your next detail sentence. It'll be your lead sentence, detail 2. And then I just need one more detail sentence that's a follow-up. So copy this down and then go ahead and start working on your detail number 2. Sadie.
Do we put it on a
New sheet of paper. Leave your sheet on your page. These, the pretty ones, nice and organized, leave these for last. This is where you're going to put your final draft. That's what you're going to turn into me. Right now, work on scrap paper. Thank you, Alex.